This video mainly introduces the contents of Firmware Upgrade and Parameter Preset. Open the debugging software. When entering the main page of the software will send a reset command. After receiving the command, the indicator light of the actuator flashes red once and remains blue when not entering any mode, and turns green after entering any mode. When exiting the mode, it will turn back to blue after receiving the reset command. Paying attention to these changes during use can determine whether the actuator has successfully entered the specified mode. The left side is the parameter configuration area. This software can be used to quickly and easily complete the parameter settings. The right side is the motion control area, which is used for basic joint motion debugging. Firmware Update is used to update the contents of flash and EEPROM in the control chip, thereby updating the functions of the actuator. Enter the selected mode. Click Verify Password. The password is 888. After entering the bootloader, the indicator light turns orange. After confirming that the LED status is correct, click Open bin file. Select the latest bin file and click Download. The progress is indicated by 3 different LED colors. White represents the downloading process, purple represents verification, and blue indicates the download is complete. Please note that you should observe the LED color on the actuator, not the font color in the software. After the download is complete, select Return. If the firmware update causes changes to the original EEPROM flash content, there will be instructions in the change.txt file. It will be necessary to perform a factory reset and motor parameter calibration. After clicking Restore Factory Settings, a successful reset will prompt a Restore Completed message. If the reset fails, an error message will be displayed. Note that after restoring factory settings, the CAN ID will reset to its default value of 0x05060000. If the previous CAN ID was not 0x05060000, you will need to close the software, re-enter the correct CAN ID, and then access the software again. After restoring the factory settings, the encoder 0 position will change, which may cause the actuator to malfunction. As a result, after restoring the factory settings, motor parameter recognition must be performed to recalibrate the encoder. 0 position, enter the selected mode, click Read All Parameters, then click Start Parameter Calibration. At this time, make sure there is no load on the reducer output. If there is a load on the output, the parameter calibration may fail, and the actuator will not work properly. The AD mid-range values, A, B, C for TA52 and TA70, should be recognized within the 2048 plus 100 range. The motor pole pairs recognized for TA52 should be 7, and for TA70 the pole pairs should be 10. Otherwise, it means that the hardware is faulty. Please contact relevant technical personnel for processing. If no problem occurs, the actuator can be used normally. If you want to change the rotation direction of the actuator or the CAN ID of the actuator, you can change it in Motor Parameter Preset. You need to read all parameters before setting. The factory standard of each TA actuator is that counterclockwise rotation is +1 and clockwise rotation is -1. If you need to change it, just reverse the value of the motor rotation direction. When the content of the input box changes, the content will turn red. If the content in the input box changes from red to black, it means the setting is successful. The third byte is CAN ID. After the CAN ID is changed, you need to close the software and enter the correct ID and then re-enter. Note that once the motor's positive rotation direction is changed, the motor parameter calibration must be performed again.